All right, we are live here just north of Charleston, Intercoastal Waterway. Lovely no wake zone, but we're aiming towards Georgetown, South Carolina for the moment. Well, we're gonna go just north there, 74 miles planned, but we had a late start this morning. We haven't been good at getting starts going in the morning. We go. We decided to get a second extra fuel tank. See up there. They didn't have the regular gasoline red ones at Walmart last night in Charleston, so we got a diesel bag. So we realized we could put more weight on the front to help slow the porpoising down at top speeds. So the name of the game I'm learning is, weight management with these things. You really got to get your weight right. And I got this yellow bag back here. I just put that here. I didn't want to. I had it up front there yesterday, the day before, when there was one gas tank. I didn't want to have to block this box because that's my little glove box to get into snacks and waters and stuff. But I'm finding right now, since I left Charleston, that if I had put that yellow bag there, I'd be better. I need the weight up front. It's so anyways, I'm going to tweak that on my next stop. But we're planning on camping tonight, and we have now with 10-gallon tanks in the jet skis and then 2 5-gallon tanks. We got 20 gallons. We're getting like 5.3, 5.2 miles to the gallon. So we have about 109-mile range, which helps us out with efficiency. It's kind of an investment in our time here to just be able to go further. So tonight we're going to do this one leg right now, 73 miles, fill up, and then we're going to just run as hard as we can until sunset, hopefully finding a good beach camping spot for the evening. And then we're going to hopefully get up super early and get going again. So there's going to be a lot of no wake zones as well through Myrtle Beach and so forth, understanding. So it's going to be, I don't know. We're figuring it out. I've got a few contingencies pending to try to get this done on my current set of days off. So, anyways, that's the update. I'm learning a lot. I really am learning a lot. You don't know what you don't know, and I think there was a quote from, I believe it was Theodore Roosevelt, had a quote about, it's not the critic that counts, it's not the critic that counts, it's the man who stands in the arena, who knows the whatever term he uses, blood and sweat and tears, who tries valiantly and, never gives up. That's the one that matters. So it's kind of been a mental exercise myself. I mean, we're raising money for a mental health organization, but it sounds really easy on paper. Yeah, we're gonna go ride these 95 YamaHa jet skis up the Intercoastal. They go about 45 miles an hour when they're empty, but I hit about 35 top speed with these yesterday. When you're weighed down and everything, you can't do that. You got weight problems, you got range issues, you got, I cut my finger yesterday. With one of these metal S hooks. So I was popping it through the rubber thing. And so I've got gloves. Somebody had told me, make sure you take gloves. And it's like, yeah, I've got some nice Home Depot work gloves that I wasn't using because it was kind of a Jake's fuel tank fell off. The straps got loose. So I'm learning a lot of things, man, on how to manage things and so forth. So we've had great weather. Haven't had any rain so far at all. No thunderstorms. And I'm just amazed at that. I remember a week or so ago I was at work. I'm an air traffic controller, and we actually worked this airspace at my job facility. Works this airspace up and down up to about Florence, South Carolina, and I see all the radar all the time. And there was one day where there was thunderstorms all up and down the South Carolina coast, just perfectly on the coast, just blown up. And I thought, man, if I'm going through the gut of South Carolina on that day, we're just gonna be sitting somewhere underneath somebody's dock or something, And I'm really amazed at how things are just pulled together. And I just do see what I consider, some level of providential providing from God, making all this come together, just the little things that were available right in the moment that I needed them. I've lost a few things on this trip already. I've lost my GoPro. I lost one of my pairs of sunglasses. Thankfully, I have a second pair. Lost my lawn chair this morning, my camping chair. That fell off in the Charleston Harbor, like the Boston Tea Party. But I call it the Charleston Chair Party. So I had a Charleston Chair Party today. So I lost my camping chair, but I'll just sit on my black suitcase trunk thing that I have. So I haven't lost anything super essential. I got my basic needs met and so forth. It's just so the trip's not over, but it is quite a mental journey to try to do this. A lot of people I saw say that it's kind of crazy, but I think it's a little difficult in the time frame we're trying to do it in. That's the challenge right now because of my leave. But to just do it in general, if I had about 3 or 4 more days off of work, this would, at a slower pace, this would be simple. But I'm just amazed at these jet skis. I mean, I've been repetitive with this, but I just see all the time, brand new Yamaha jet skis, Sea-Doos. People just buy them right from the dealer, and they just go out on their first couple times, and it's like, I've got a problem with this electrical thing's going wrong, and it's not doing this, and it's not starting, and all these electronics on them, and I love a brand new one. They're nice, bigger, roomier, faster, whatever. But man, the reliability makes me nervous. And I know something could go wrong with these, but man, they've already kind of proven themselves. They're 31 years old and just still going strong. So I'm really hesitant to ever really want to get rid of them right now, as long as I can find parts for them. They're just such good machines. They really made them right back then. So, anyways, that's our little update for the day. I discovered I can run GPS. I can run GPS while I have YouTube live on it. So when I'm slow, I can do a little bit of that. When it's not slowing me down. I don't want to spend much time doing it. I don't want to do my phone. Really nice. We can't see it obviously, but a really nice Doogee, D-O-O-G-E Android camping phone I have. 20,000 milliamp hour battery. It's waterproof. It's just a beast. Absolute brick. Got a phone holder I custom built here with aluminum for it, and this custom holder has just been a dream. I could stand to glue the rubber pieces that I put in there, but it fits perfectly in there. I don't even have to have the rubber ear tie I have to hold on the top portion. It just fits in there so snug. I'm just not worried about it falling out, and it just takes the water and no big deal and everything. So this is my real baby right now. I need this for navigation, and grateful for everything that's happened so far. And how to do, carry moments. I think I said this the other night, but we really had a lot of luggage issues at the beginning, just, gear issues, trying to decide where to put things and adjust. When I was at the Brunswick Marina leaving, still playing games with my suitcase. My black suitcase back here, it fell off my back carriage thing, rack. And I look back, I'll have to post the picture later, but I look back and that my black water box was floating in the water, way back a couple hundred yards. And I screenshotted the GPS track off of our GPS tracker thing. I screenshotted that me going back to get it and fish it out. I'm going to post a picture and the screenshot. But man, I mean, my laptop's in there, and so forth, and it's like, floating in the water. It was just a mess. So difficult at first, but we getting it worked out, getting some kinks worked out, figuring out what we like. And that's the only way to do it. I mean, somebody said to me, well, you should have tested all this out before you left. It's like, well, I didn't have time, between work and kids and everything. I mean, it was everything I could do to get these skis ready themselves. These logistics you just learn. And so we'll have plenty of experience after this. Got some ideas on how I can put some racks on here to mount things way easier down the road, but we'll see. One day at a time. But there's nothing more to really share right now besides the view, so I'm going to get off here and just enjoy it. But that's my little update for today. We're aiming somewhere north of Georgetown, South Carolina today. And we did do some math, I'll say real quick. Last night, we have to average about 128 miles a day if we wanted to make Fenwick, Maryland, where we grew up, by Saturday evening. So if we could do 130 miles a day, we'd get there at this point, catch up. It's possible if the weather cooperates, we'll see. But anyways, I have a feeling these no wake zones are going to kill us, because especially that Myrtle Beach area, and right here, for example, this isn't going to be easy. So who knows? But we got a 108 mile range, and I need to average 130 miles a day. I considered getting one more fuel tank and seeing if we could, just really make a huge range out of it. The problem would be more weight, yada yada, but you got to mount this beast. But yeah, we could get the 130 mile range with another tank right now, and you could just ride without stopping. And stopping at these marinas takes a lot of time, dealing with all these straps and everything. And there's a dolphin straight ahead. Dealing with all these straps and everything, it's just a pain in the butt. So we could do that, but then we run hard to get our 130 miles knocked out, and we're down with no fuel. And then where's a marina? Like, where's your nearest marina? Is where the next marina's not for 20, 30 miles. At that point, then you're kind of screwed. So it doesn't make sense to get more fuel in here. But I think it'd be cool to have a rack up higher up front with a real fuel tank, and then like a gas line that drains down into the main tank when you pull a valve or something. That would be cool. And but anyways, that's our update. Y'all take care.